that they are part of us, those who claim that they are doing the same thing we are doing, but right deep in their hearts, they know they do not mean well for Biafran people. They are all in there for their own personal gain. Father, expose them in the name of Chukwuokike Abiama. We thank you, Lord. We pray because we know you have answered. In the name of Chukwuokike Abiama, we pray. All right, welcome once again. My name is Mazi Kechukwu. I hail from Omowa in Olo province of Biafra land. Of course, I am here doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that is working for the Biafran people. And this afternoon is no exception. I want to go straight to our people in Australia. And I call and I urge you to gather around and, of course, to share this information. Invite your friends, invite even our enemies, those who are watching to see us fall. They will be disappointed because this family called IPOB is undisputable. We will never fall. We will never capitulate. We've seen it all. We've passed through thunders. We've passed through storms. And yet we are still standing. And we will keep standing like this until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes. Because blood has been employed in what we are doing. And it is too late for us to fall now. It is too late for us to turn back because Biafra is the destination. And we are looking right at it. So falling is not part of the deal. We must continue. All right, let me go to Australia. I don't know if our people in Australia can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, can you say a word?
Yes, we can.
All right, please
we can hear.
Take it away. The floor is yours, and Biafrans and humanity are listening.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi Kechukwu, for bringing us to your program this afternoon. Biafrans, friends of Biafra all over the world. My name is Mazi Chukwu. I reside in Australia here. And good evening from here, this part of the world. I have with me here the IPOB executive Australia-wide. We're here, we said we should come today. Everyone is there to come 12 p.m. to come and talk to our people and share the burden with our people. Because this Biafran restoration is a burden on every one of us shoulder. It's not only left for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's all our burden because Biafra does not belong to him. Biafra belongs to all of us. But before I say anything, as I always do, I always like to call upon the name of Chukwuokike Abiama because the Radio Biafra, for those who do not know, each time we broadcast on Radio Biafra, heaven rejoices because it's the mouthpiece of the oppressors. Where the truth are being spoken, and it shall remain so. That is one of the reasons Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. Because the foundation is built upon his name. Nai Chukwuokike Abiama. You have to pardon me because the language of Shem is only be spoken in Igbo language. And the Chianyebo asụsụ anyị ka ọ na-anọ. So pardon me for divert for a little second. Nna Chukwuokike Abiama ekekele n'igwe na anyị nwa bụ ụmụ gị agbakọ n'ụbọchị tata. Ụbọchị tata bụ ụbọchị nkwọ. Nkwọ ga-akwọtara anyị ihe ọma. I wee na-ajaghị m ụbọchị eke ụbọchị ori ụbọchị afọ ụbọchị nkwọ. I wee were nwa odibo gị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wee na-ahaba gị n'aka. Nọ n'aka ndị ilo eze Chukwuokike Abiama. Chetakwana na ọkwanụ nwanne lere nwanne, ọkwanụ nwanne ji nwanne, ọkwanụ nwanne edebere ebe ọ nọ. A wee na-akpọkụ gị eze Chukwuokike Abiama. Ha na-asị na anyị enwere ochi. Nekwa n'afụfụ nwa odibo gị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tara over 9 years plus ndị ọzọ. Ka ha na-achị na n'iyi wee na-asị na o nwere ihe dị ka gị. Anyị wee na-asị mmụọ nwe mmụọ na-eri mmụọ ebe ka ị nọ. Gbadata. Ọkụ na-eri ebube. Ọkụ na-eri aja. Ya mee nke iji bụrụ chi. Chụọ ha. Ma ọ bụ ụmụ gị o, ma ọ bụ ndị mba. Mehen Tobama. And then Equeran Wequera. Maka Biafra Bongo one way of running. Nihanywa bụ just ndị njozike. Ị na-eti anyị okwu n'ọnụ anyị wee na-ekwu. Ma wee na-asị gị bịa tie okwu n'ọnụ anyị. Ọ ya bụ gwacha ndebe anyị okwu n'ụtụtụ a n'ehihie a ka ha nụrụ ihe anyị na-ekwu. Anyị wee na-enwe ntụkwasị obi. Otu isi wee za ndị mgbe gboo. Isi na-ebuchi ugbu a na ibu ọchị na-agbanwe agbanwe. Otu taa ka ịdụ mgbe gboo. Ihe na-agbanwe bụ mmadụ, ngọnwa bụ mmụọ ha agbanwe. Otu ndị mgbe gboo si aba kpọkuo gị izie ha ozisi ha ụbọchị dị otu a na ihe dị otu a ga-eme, ha ga-eme ihe dị otu a. Anyị wee na-asị na nke anyị ga-adị iche, ị ga-eme dịka anyị si wee yọọ gị. N'ụbọchị tata, n'ụbọchị ndụ anyị niile, ndị iro anyị niile gbuo ha niile ka anyị fụ n'anya. Ma ndị nọ n'ime anyị, ma ndị na-eti mkposa, Eze Chukwu Okike abịa ma asị gị were ike gị nọ gbadata bịa rie ha niile ka ndị na-ekwere wee kweta n'ihe anyị na-eme. Ọ ya bụ n'ikpeazụ Anaeze gị ga-abịa n'elu ụwa anyị wee fee gị ofufe jaa gị mma ebe. Ihe a ka anyị na-arịọ nwee ntụkwasị obi na ị ga-emere anyị dịka anyị si wee yọọ gị n'afọ gị bụ Chukwu Okike abịa ma ise. Biafrans, the friends Biafra. My apology if I have to speak. I spoke in the Igbo language. That is Asian. That is the language of the heaven. That is fact. As our leader always say or spoke on this radio. I'm sure many of us are missing him, if not everyone. As the situation is on the ground, we must be strong. That is the message I want to deliver to our people. We need to look after one another. We need to be that to one another. Because the enemies are just penetrating left and right. Those of us that are old in this, if we all go back, rewind back to 2015, 2016, 2017, is similar thing that played out. That is exactly what is playing out today. But this will show who is who. Because when our leader was around, many were just calling, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are with you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are that. Now that he's out of picture, many are showing their true colors. Many are going around contradicting and causing a havoc. Because those people they are not part of him. Everything happens for a reason. But one thing is, Biafra must be restored. Everything happens for a reason and everything has its own time. IPOB, the structure of IPOB can never be destroyed. The only people that can destroy the structure of IPOB is the IPOBs themselves. And this is where we have to be very, very careful. Because money has exchanged hand by the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They have shared money to make sure they destabilize the IPOB. Yes, I said that. They shared money to make sure that they destabilize the IPOB. Because IPOB is what is standing on their way. The question is, are you going to allow them? As I said the other day, last Sunday, that what happened to us is like the politicians. During the election, they will come with Indomie and cup of rice, and we sell our rights. And then after the election, you will never see them again. The same thing is playing out in different way. The money exchange and they give you money. You come out to rubbish yourself because that is your identity. Because of peanut money. You are talking rubbish on the Facebook, social media, name it. Instead of you to uphold the truth, I guess in that place, in that part of the world, to find someone that speaks the truth is very, very hard. Very, very hard. So it's called a survival of the fittest. So you have to sell, you have to betray, you have to eat another fish to be able to keep alive. It's too bad, because that is what is destroying us. We must identify those people and expose them. That is only how we are going to defeat them. We shall never give them rest. Anywhere we see them, anywhere they gather, we make sure we scatter them. That is our duty. If you all remember, when our leader used to handle on that radio, he always said, we look for trouble, we look for where the trouble are. If we cannot find any, we make one. Since there are trouble all over the places, so we make sure we never allow them to gather, to succeed. They try to deviate our attention by instigating all these problems from here and there. People making audios. Someone will sit behind his curtain in his comfort room, just saying rubbish, and then send it out. And guess what? Our people, once he says Biafra, our people will just jump in on board and start sharing it. Confirm, they will not confirm. Just because the name has a Biafra in it, they will just jump on board. And many will even share their details, and then they will become a victim of DSS. Without them knowing that all these people that are releasing all these voices are the agent of the darkness. Many of them work for DSS. They are part of the deal of the money shared. There is no way you identify those that shared money. The only how you will know them is from what is coming out of their mouth. From the engagement you engage with them on the social media. That is how you will know if that person has taken money to speak from the both side of the mouth. It's very, very easy to identify. But we must remain strong. We must listen to those. Those is there to represent the interests of the people. Believe you me. Everyone wants to go home. Nobody is happy where they are. And it's a good thing, because in Biafra, we are not going to allow anyone to misuse anything. So my encouragement to our people this morning is, we should always listen to what God said instructions, because we do get instructions and we follow instructions. That is why what has kept us where we are today. We are law-abiding people, law and order, and we follow command and control. Sometimes the decision might not sound great. You might say, why? This is it here, but there is a reason. If we give it some time, we find out the reason. Sometimes we do make mistakes as well. Nobody is perfect. But if we have trusted our leader to where we are today, why should we disobey him? Do we want to go back to what happened in 2016 when some group disobeyed him and then went around and saying that our leader cannot think proper, is mental? That is what, if you go and listen to a lot of voices floating everywhere, many of them are sounding like that, some indirectly sounding like that. But when we see such, we laugh, because we know where they came from, the pit of the hell. It's very, very important we follow command and control, discipline. Otherwise, they will pick everybody one after the other. But if we stick together, we are going to move the mountain. Nobody can stop us. What we say is what we are going to do. But when we start to hear different voices, I will give you a good instances. Many of us are good with Bible. I will use that portion in the Old Testament. When Moses went to go and get the 10 Commandments, after went out for so long, the people start murmuring. They went to Aaron and said, oh, we cannot see Moses. He brought us here, allow us to die. We would have better stay in Egypt. We are doing very well in Egypt. Here we are just dying, nothing. Where is he and is that God he's talking about? And said to Aaron, we've made us a golden calf so we can worship. We don't know where Moses and his God went. That is exactly what most of us are doing here, are doing out there. Instead of us to listen to instructions that is being passed down, we choose to carry our own instruction. The vision wasn't given to us. The vision of Biafra was given to our leader. That is why he's a leader. I am not a leader. You are not a leader. Your vision may differ from mine. We may have a different opinions. But when it comes to decision, critical decision, we follow who is leading us. It's very, very important that we follow who is leading us. Instead of us taking law into our own hands, because it will only lead to our early grave. I will stop here to give pave way for my colleagues, so they can be able to aid their own view. National Coordinator Mazi Ngudo, over to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depends on where you are residing. My name is Peter Ngudo, residing in Australia. What I have for our comrades, our Biafrans today, this evening, our side of the world, it's almost about 9:30 p.m. is, first of all, DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. I repeat again, it's very, very important. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So whoever that is going against us, so going against our leader, write this thing down. It's very, very important. I said it the other day, we need to retreat back from where we are before. Now what brought us this area where we are now. The topic I have today, which is not too much, is about unity and love. 3 letters or 4, very powerful. We need to go back and find our first love in our IPOB. We really need that. And that love will bring unity. And the unity will bring sanity. And the sanity brings discipline. And discipline brings progress. So we need to go back. This is what we need. We are Biafrans. IPOB is a big structure, loved by the whole world. Even we that are in diaspora, we are loved by the people who are living in their nation. They are watching us. They are very surprised how united we are, how we speak in one accord. There is nothing we ask from them or where we are residing they don't do for us. That's to show you that they are watching us and we are moving in the right direction. So we never I don't think that will even come in our memory at all to go astray from our normal footstep that the world used to recognize us. Is very, very important. This movement is giving a lot of concern even to the black race. The Westerners here where we are living, which I'm a witness, they are still marveled to find a black race that can come together and do something great, even greater than what they have done in this planet. So please, Biafra, can we just go back to our first love, to our first peace, to our first discipline that we used to have before with IPOB? Whatever that happened, let's just forgive and forget and listen to one another and listen to our leader, that is DOS, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As I said before, DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a member of DOS. So this is very clear. Let's go back to our first love, our first unity that we used to shake the world. Because they are still marveled, as I told you. Now, as our leader usually talk about black race, but the way we behave and reason. But in this IPOB, that's why they say few, many are called, few are chosen. IPOB family member is different from non-IPOB, but we all are Biafran. But we are the choosing one. So whoever want to be with us, please come and come in peace. Let's stop our self-destruction. As our leader says, as I usually say, as the people of Chukwuokike, there is nobody on this planet can be able to destroy us apart from God, Elohim, and we ourselves. That is it. Pure ED. It can never be changed. Please, let's get our first love. Let's come back to ourselves and senses and be united and fight our enemy, our common enemy. This distraction is not going to help us. Let's not forget our proverbs. I am asking all the whole Biafrans to come back to our senses, to come back to our first love, to come back to our unity as we used to. Mostly all IPOB members. There is nothing that is happening. Everything is happening for a reason and in our own good as well. Every order that DOS passed, let's take it and respect it. As I told you, our leader is a member of DOS. We need to have a discipline because, as I'm keep on saying that, it baffles me in this nation where we are in Australia, the kind of respect they are giving to us IPOB members. There is nothing we ask this government here that they are denying us. So let all the whole Biafra knows that, and I know it happened to all the whole Biafra in diaspora. And if you are not doing well, you cannot get anything from them. Because they like principle, they like discipline, they like sanity. They like people who reason very well and behave like a human being. This is the structure IPOB. So we are highly respected in diaspora and most of this country where we are. And we are very peaceful people, loving people, even the community where we are. People join us when we're having some gathering or some prayer or anything we're doing. And they haven't seen that much from Brackles. So let's go back to our first love and let's unite and face our common enemy. May Chukwuokike be with us. as we fight for our freedom. May he be with our leader and give him more vision and spiritual backing. I'm not shaking about our leader. He was called. We that are reading Bibles will see the life of the old prophet, how they move. At the end, what happened? And he says that no matter what anybody does, Biafra must surely come. And so shall he be. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. You say? Let's go to, is Alinze here? Alphabetical order. Alinze Alphamefuna. If you are here, you can unmute yourself and talk to our brothers and sisters, our comrades, our mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers. They will be very happy to be hearing our voice. Are you here, Alinze? Now, let's go to Chidi Chukwuemeka. Unmute yourself. Yeah, Mazi. Thank you.
Good evening from here, my brothers in Biafran land. My name is Chidebele Chukwuemeka. I'm from Nando. I don't have much to say in terms of what our big brother former have said and Ngudo have said. It's all about love and realizing who we are. I think if you ask me, we are almost at the end of this journey, but some people cannot say it. The IPOB members, true IPOB members, not by birth, because everybody's IPOB. If you are indigenous person, you are IPOB, but true IPOB members, old members of this family, know those ones that can go in spirit and see things the way it is, know that we are close to our journey. But those outside this realm of things cannot see that way. That's why they are going crazy. The journey is deep. We have lost so many blood, fine men and women, and continuously losing them since 1960 to today. It's not easy, but sometimes it baffles me because what Nnamdi is fighting for is not only for IPOB members, it's for all the indigenous people trapped in this Nigeria. All of them is what he's fighting for. I was watching the so-called presidential son's wedding. You can see all of them in private jets in a country that borrowed their blood if they can. You know why? Because they cannot go by the road anymore. They are scared for their life. You see what happened in Afghanistan? When it get hot, the politicians leave everybody there and run away for people to gather for themselves. The same thing will happen in Nigeria. They have shown it from that wedding they had because they're all scared. They can't go by road. And people are watching them, even talking about it, making joke about those things. But they're not reading within the line to see what is going on. There is nobody there. The fake man that they call president, his wife, how can your first son is getting married and your wife is not there to show her face? It goes to show he's a fake man there. And those guys are doing things with impunity. And here we are, jumping up and down, trying to destroy ourselves within. I'm pretty sure, as I said, it's not really this IPU member doing that. It's just people around, those people that are born, indigenous person are making that noise. True IPOB family members doesn't make that kind of noise. We follow command and control. So all I'm trying to say in effect is this. Don't stop. Don't stop. We continue pushing ahead. If we just go show these people that we are not even panicking, we're not shaking, they will know that we're serious. Whatever they are planning, whether the money have been shared to them, it's not new. They're sharing all this 5,000 naira. It's not new. We see it in the first seat at home. Some fat stomach people will come on the road, print a T-shirt, and saying this one, that one, that. At the end of the day, people are showing this is our land. We are from here. We decide who sit at home and who does not sit at home. This country, Biafra, belongs to us. And thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. I am Walife. You can no longer cheat us the way you normally do. Our eyes are open. So my advice to our people back home is this. Don't panic. Don't panic. And don't waver. Just know, stay strong to this struggle to the end. Because we are following the right direction from God in this final journey. We are following the right person. Not the fake, not money hungry, money grabbing, red cap wearing people we used to follow. No. This time around, we are following the right mind to this struggle. And we're doing everything spiritually with God in the front. So we keep going and keep fighting. Biafra is our final destination. Thank you, and God bless Biafrans.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I appreciate it. I will call on Dennis Onwasugwe. Is Dennis here? From Western Australia. If you are here, unmute yourself and talk to our. Yeah.
Mazi,
Yeah.
Dennis is here.
Thank you very much. You're on the air.
IPOB,
One family.
all hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
I'm sorry I did not join earlier on, but I just come online.
Yeah, you're on S. Go straight to the point.
And yeah, what I want to say now is for us to understand that the enemies are attacking us from left, right, and center. And at this point in time, we are supposed to buckle and be on guard and be more focused without entertaining anything that will put dichotomy between us in this struggle. And we have come a long way, and we have to be resilient and keep on pushing and fighting for our common cause to get Biafra. A lot of things is happening, and a lot of things has happened in the past, but it should not be a distraction to any one of us. We should all keep moving together. One bad thing that will happen to us at this point in time is when we start entertaining fear or allowing people to push us around. The enemies want to put a big distraction within this family. And it is high time we say no to that and reunite and keep up moving together. We can see what is happening back home. We don't have any future. Our people back home has no future. Everything that made us the people we are, Biafrans, has been eroded and has been stolen. But we have to keep on moving and fighting, and then we have to get our Biafra. In this family, a lot of things is being cooked by some of our people that are still in this family as IPOB members. But it's high time we have to sieve the corn from the chaff. I don't know why people prefer to do infighting when they know that the best fight to fight is to fight our enemies, but they will not do that. But they want to fight within the family fold to create confusion and destabilize the struggle. Our people should be up and doing and learn how to obey the last order. Our motto here is command and control. Yeah, no one has the authority to question others when others are being given by the authorities that are piloting the affairs of this agitation. People should learn how to be themselves and succumb to the high authority and continue in this fight. We are not going to entertain any distraction. We are not going to entertain moles in this family. I'm using this opportunity to beg all and sundry to unite together and fight with one voice. Because if we keep doing one leg here, one leg there, I bet you we are not gonna make any headway. I don't have much to say now. This is all I have to say at this point in time, and I thank you, our Shenik Rep, for the good work you are doing. I thank the DOS. I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I thank you, Mazi Peter, for all the good work everyone is doing here. We should not lose hope. There's going to be light at the end of the day. Thank you all, and thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call on Uche. Your blessing from Victoria, Melbourne. Unmute yourself and talk to the Biafrans. Uche from Victoria, Melbourne. Unmute yourself and talk to our comrade worldwide. In absence of that, Ezolike, can you come on board? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the air.
Yep. Hang on. All right. Hello, Biafra.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I thank everyone here, our Oceanic Rep, and all the Biafra all over the world. The opportunity you gave us this evening to speak to you about our struggle for Biafra. I can't say more than what others have said. We just need peace. We just need peace for Biafra. And then whatever anyone is doing, remember what our leader told us. United we move forward, divided we fall. Please, let everybody unite together. Listen to our DOS. DOS is our leader that instituted it. Do not do your things by yourself or form group or form gang to attack our DOS. In every organization, there must be leader. There must be leaders. Our DOS is our leaders, and we have to listen to them. In another way, I thank everyone that are lending their voice towards speaking up about Biafra in their own way. All we are targeting is our freedom and more. Remember that we have our leader in Nigeria dungeon. And this time around, this is the time we're supposed to unite together. Unite like never before to make sure that nothing happened to our leader. Because if anything happened to our leader, we are gone. Our leader is our prophet. Our leader is our eyes. Our leader is in our heart. We think about our leader 24/7. Remember that our leader was sent by Elohim to go Kabiam. All his prophecies have come to pass. Look at what is happening today. We can see everything that is happening today. Our leader has prophesied all those things. Because each time I wake up and see what is happening in social media about the situation of I think about some of his prophecies and what he has told us. And he told us, whatever I told you to do, follow that direction. And all those things are coming to pass. I don't know why we are arguing. Please, my people, my Biafran people all over the world, I thank everyone. I thank all the women, all the broadcasters, all the people that are lending their voice everywhere, everywhere and there. Thank everyone. Please keep on talking, keep on pushing for the actualization of Biafra. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Remember that there are people that come to distract us. Do not allow them to penetrate into you. Never say push out any information and we follow it, please. They will never mislead us. They will never mislead us. Our leader and our leader is our DOS too. So my people, with Chuko Kadema, are going to our aim. Our aim is our freedom. Freedom. Let there be referendum. We are only asking for referendum, nothing more. And they're killing us. Just give us referendum to find out if we are still interested to be part of Nigeria zoo. And they refused. They said that it is for us to die. But we cannot, Elohim said we cannot die. We didn't ask for, we are not asking for war. We are not asking for any other thing or anything that belongs to any other group. It's just we are asking for referendum. Let us know if we are still interested. And they refused. But with Elohim, we are going to achieve that. Please, I don't have much to talk about tonight, but to encourage all Biafrans, do not get confused. Because a lot of people say that they are getting confused. Do not get confused. Just listen to Radio Biafra. Listening to Radio Biafra, our US will be coming time to time to pass information. Follow that information. It's not misleading. It is leading us towards they are speaking the same mind of our leader. Please, my people, I thank everyone. I thank our DOS. And I will continue to pray for our leader, continue to pray for Biafran all over the world, and to continue to pray for the friends of Biafrans who actually are fighting for us to actualize our aim that one day we shall be free. Thank you very much for listening to me, and this is my little contribution. We will be coming time to time to talk to our people. Keep focused and do not give up. Thank you very much. Moderator,
thank you very much,
Mazi. Thank you, bye.
Thank you very much. I appreciate James Francis from South Australia. James Francis Can you unmute yourself and talk to the Biafrans all over the world? Yes.
Hello, can you
You're on
hear
the
me?
air. Yes, you're on the air straight away.
Can you hear
Thank you,
me?
Mazi. Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. Greetings to everyone here present listening to this listening to us today. It's always a privilege to have a few words and to speak to our people to say some words of encouragement. I don't have much to say today, but perhaps to reiterate that most of us have given us some guidelines and some words of encouragement, and to let us understand that the lemon that Nigeria has fed us will soon become lemonade in our mouths, because what they are seeing transpiring now, I'm sure they did not bargain for it. I'm saying this again because I'm sure we have heard it during the course of this broadcast tonight, speech by us, because of how important it is, and because also it is, words of encouragement, so that we will not despair. It will be very interesting to find out, to go into the minds of the DSS, the Nigerian government, and so on, the military and every apparatus of the so-called security there. It will be very interesting to really go into their minds and find out why they did what they did and why they did it the way they did it in arresting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or going all the way. And what is very interesting is that you could hire a jet to bring him back from Kenya, but you can't, put him in a van to bring him to court. I mean, as time goes on, the incredible untruthfulness and agenda of that country is being unveiled, and every move that they make seems to be in the wrong direction. The last time we spoke on Sunday, I did mention that I did ask ourselves some questions. One of the very first one was the achievement of IPOB. To answer that question, to my mind, I'm sure others may have a different opinion. Sensitization of people seems to be the major achievement. Sensitization in the fact that can be seen right now. I mean, the DOS rather, has called off the sit at home, but people, out of their volition, still decide to close their shops. I was so surprised when I spoke to some relatives in Nigeria on Monday, specifically in Aba, and I was told that the whole place was still sealed up. Some of them do not even know, or they don't want to know, that it has been called off. It is no act of disobedience. I don't think so. It is an act of loyalty. And how did this, loyalty start? It is through sensitization of our people. And that is one thing that IPOB has done creditably well. Education.
we now talk about people graduating from Radio Biafra. And the wildfire has spread beyond the shores of Biafra land and is encroaching. It's fine that the fever has been caught in Ududuwa land. And and even in Middle Belt. Even in the core north, I'm sure if they are truthful to themselves, most of them are sensitized. So I think let me stop here for now. There are so many answers to some of those questions that were raised. I'll take them one after the other as we go through, different sessions of, talk and encouragement of ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. We appreciate. I will call on Kasarachi Okoro from Victoria, Melbourne. Is Kasarachi here?
Yes. Hi, greetings to Biafrans. My name is Okoro Kasarachi, and I'm speaking from Melbourne in Australia. I hail from Umbitolu province of Biafra land. Actually, I will just make it very brief due to time limit. First of all, when you look about the current things happening back home, because the reason why we are here today is to clarify our people on some things that are happening and also encourage them to be strong, because we know in this moment things are actually very hard. People are getting confused. People are like, most people are getting confused because of what they hear online. Because I think the reason why the people are getting, our Biafrans are getting confused are mostly because they listen to other platforms. You don't go on Facebook or on YouTube to go and take orders where we have an IPOB platform. IPOB have been there from the onset, from the start, right from when, right from after Wazirike did what he did and disappointed everyone. We have always been there. Now, IPOB have been able to bring our people up to this level. Now, the only thing we have to do in order to respect our leader is simply to follow others. The only way we can be able to get Onyendu out of this DSS custody or DSS, because he was extraordinary rendition, which is against international law, is to first of all trust the DOS, which our Onyendu set up. Now, how can you be able to trust this DOS Onyendu set up? The only way you can trust DOS is simply to follow others without asking questions. Because when Onyendu was there, and when he gives orders, he doesn't expect you to ask him questions. He expects you to be disciplined. And when you're disciplined, you don't have to ask questions. Because when you're asking questions, you're trying to make them come out and explain the reason. Because some things are supposed to be very sensitive. Some information are supposed to be very secret. It's not things you don't give out an order and you still ask questions why the order is being given. Now, part of our GOS channel, Mazi Sanwo-Olu, came out on air and explained everything. Yet you still see people being confused. They're still listening to other platforms, whereas we have our own platform. So I think it's hard time we need to be able to tackle these issues, which already give solution for all these things, which is to listen to only our platforms, receive order from only IPOB platforms and no other platform. Now again, resulting to the things happening back home. Everyone is seeing how things are going. Starting from Buhari's son, the dead imposter, dead and buried in Saudi Arabia, as we all know. The son had his wedding, I think, was it this week or lately last week? I can't remember. I'm not specific with the date. Now, the mom never showed up for the burial. Even the so-called Buhari, the imposter, didn't even show up for the burial. What are these things telling you? You see the attack on NDA, how they killed. Go and check the list of the people that they killed. These are people from Biafra. These are Biafrans and some Oduduwas, mostly Christians. Everyone is there feeling relaxed, fighting for things that are so irrelevant. Why can't you be focused on what we came for? We are here to free our people, and you know what the reason why we are here for Biafra, we're actually fighting for our lives. If you're not able to fight for our life, how can we be able to survive? Look at our land, the seaport short. No single international airport, even the one in Iguacha, everyone called Port Harcourt, a white man's name. All these things have been corrected. Why can't we just target on the mission, the reason why we are here, in order to restore Biafra and free Onyendu from that DSS custody in the damnable contraption of the British? These things are so simple. So I urge all Biafrans today to actually focus on what we came for. Obey simple orders without asking questions. Trust the DOS that Onyendu created. At least we've gone beyond this stage. This is not the very first time Onyendu has been captured. OD have been captured before, but we are still able to. But this same DOS was there. No matter everything that happened, everyone tried to kick down the DOS. But we are still here standing. They are still here standing. Because DOS was actually set up with principles. Now, if you're not able to obey those principles, how do you think you belong to IPOB family? You say you're an IPOB member, you cannot be disciplined for once. You keep on asking irrelevant questions. So there are so many things we do that is actually affecting the struggle without us knowing. Anyway, I think here I have to give room for others. So lastly, I would just encourage our people to mostly listen to our platforms alone. If not IPOB platforms, stop listening to things online. And when you want to ask questions and you're an IPOB member, go to the proper channel and ask your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Awesome. Appreciate. Let's go to Nnamdi Nwokedi. Nnamdi, are you here? Unmute yourself and talk to the Biafrans. If you are not here, let's go to Oluchukwu from Melbourne. Oluchukwu. Okay, Nnamdi is on.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, I want to stand on the existing protocols to greet Biafrans all over the world, especially our people in Biafra land. Today, my message to our people all over the world is for us to, follow instructions that has been laid down by our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before he was unjustly and unlawfully captured or kidnapped, he asked us specifically to pray for him. And we have been observing that in Melbourne, Australia. We do daily prayers by reading the book of Psalms. And yesterday, as I was doing this prayer, personally, I was reading from Psalms number 18, or Psalms chapter 18. This particular book of Psalms really touched me because it's as if it was just designed for us at this particular point in time because of the things that are happening to our leader and to Biafrans all over the world, especially those in Biafra land. Now, I will reflect on about 5 verses of this Psalms number 86. The first verse says, "Hear me, Lord, answer me, for I am poor and needy." Here, is being referred, being poor and needy is because Biafrans are being oppressed unjustly by the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Verse 2 says, "Guard my life, for I am faithful to you. Save your servants who trust in you." We unanimously are asking Chukwu Okike Abiyama to guard the life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the life of all Biafrans all over the world, especially those in Biafra land who are being oppressed every day by the state security agents of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. So we are asking God to guide our lives, for we are faithful to Him as His servants because we trust in Him. Number 7 says, when we are in distress, we will call on you, Chukwokike Abiyama, because we know that you will answer us. Verse 9 says, all the nations you have made will come. We have no doubt because we know that Biafra was made by God, and Biafra will surely come. And when we come, we will worship before you, Lord. And this will bring glory to your name. Finally, verse 17 says, give us, your servants, a sign of your goodness, that my enemies may see it and be put to shame. For you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Here, we Biafrans, we are also unanimously asking Chukwokike Abiyama to give us a sign of goodness, which is what? The unconditional release of our Onyendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also, ultimately, the restoration of Biafra. Because when this is done, our enemies will see it and they will definitely be put to shame. So, my fellow Biafrans all over the world, this is not the time to be fighting and be bickering amongst ourselves, because they said a house that is divided amongst itself will never stand. Because these things are very simple. If we look at it very well, we know that money has exchanged hands. Some people have been paid. And these paid agents, they are just trying to, scuttle the effort of the struggle, scuttle all that we've built over the years towards the restoration of our paradise on earth, Biafra. So, my message to us this night, because we're in Australia, is about 10 p.m. or so in Australia, is that let us come together. Let us work unanimously. Let us put all hands on deck to achieve what is our own, which is what? Biafra. And may we continue to daily pray for our leader, Onyendu, so that he will be released. Thank you so much for giving me the platform to talk to our people.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I really appreciate it. Let's go to Oluchukwu here from Victoria too. Oluchukwu, if you are here, unmute yourself and talk to the fellow Biafrans worldwide. Then can we get a silence? Okay, Oluchukwu is on the air.
Hello, Biafrans. Good evening. I'm happy to be in our midst there again. It's Oluchukwu here. Just a quick reminder. I don't have much to say today, but just a quick reminder. Like I said on Saturday, I pray you all hang in there for us. Anyị na-asụ n'onu si na ndị jebele ejebe jebelu ndị n'ọla anọlụ ndị n'ọla anọlụ n'ọlụ ndị jebele ejebe. So we believe we are representing you all outside here, trying to do the bits we can do from outside of Biafran land. And we all believe as well that you're representing us there, trying to stay and occupy our land and make sure that no one else that is not needed occupies it. And I will just continue to encourage us to keep on sourcing for the right information, listening, keeping our ears on the ground, and making sure that we are getting the appropriate information from the appropriate channels, because bad information is more destructive, more than even not knowing anything.
Right.
So I pray that Chukwukike Abiyama will guide us, give us the spirit of discernment, and make us behave in the required way that will advance this our journey, And with that, I say thank you so much tonight. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Adeza, from Melbourne, Victoria. Silas, you're on the air, please.
Thank you very much. I thank everyone that have spoken. Well done. I will stand on the existing protocol, but in ascending order, I will say thank you to the coordinators, our national, our oceanic representative, the DOS, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the great people of indigenous peoples of Biafra, and our extended family. And by that, I mean those who are of our belief and those who work with us and those who share the same belief with us. I salute all of you and I wish all of you well. Now, I will talk about who we are and why we are doing what we are doing. In other words, I want to refer to the purpose. What is the purpose of our agitation? And what is the purpose? Why are we gathering? The purpose of in IPOB can be seen or was generated by the present situation of Nigeria. Look at Nigeria today. Look at Nigeria from the basic infrastructure, health, education, and every social aspect of it. You will see that any reasonable person would want to get out of there. And then put the indigenous people of Biafra in that situation. They have been segregating against us before even the amalgamation during the 1963 constitution. You have the modernization theories and the policies. All that were going on. There, before the war, there was an intention to dip the Quran in the ocean. These are people that are not Nigerians coming in to take over. And the extrajudicial killing was going on even when we are not part of what is annoying them. They want to take over our place without regarding who we are. They don't regard us. So as a result, this great family, the IPOB, decided to say no to that rubbish. And that is what is happening. Every one of us should be very grateful to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like our Shonic rep said, and our national said, set up the DOS. The DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the DOS. The DOS is in turn the entire IPOB family. So we should see that there is a triangular relationship between all of us, the IPOB, the DOS, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if we are respecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, respecting DOS, we are respecting ourselves. So I'll draw the line on that one. But I will also say, because of that triangle, that strong triangle of relationship, that is why they thought they could decapitate IPOB by removing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So all these shenanigans, all these crises that we're having now is occasioned by his adoption. It is planned. And I look at patterns. I work with patterns. So in the first part of this year, between January and June or till now. What the zoo government is doing is trying to capture and decapitate IPOB in every way and form that they want to do. So if we know that that is what they're doing, what are we going to do? Be disciplined, toe the line, be situationally aware. Whatever comment that you're going to make that would inflict or provoke crisis, withdraw it. If you know who your leader is, respect them. They are not perfect, like our Shenik said. We are not perfect. We're humans. If we make a mistake, it is a mistake. We can correct it. So, again, in conclusion, I will say the reason why we are IPOBs, the reason why we are agitating is to find ourselves, our own heaven, where all of us would matter, where no one will segregate against us, where we will practice and live within our own values, where we will excel in who we are, where we will not be dictated to, where someone from outside Nigeria geographical area will come and kill us, and those who are in power will say, "Oh, we don't know who they are. They are from outside." Where we don't want to live in a fake country where the western and the eastern borders will be closed and the northern border will be left open for people to come in unchecked. We don't want such nation. And both of us, or all of us that are outside Nigeria, have a more, what I would call, ego eye. We sit in an observatory position where we can see clearly what is happening in Nigeria, because we have another egalitarian society we can use to compare Nigeria with. And that is where we are more prompted to act than those who are in there. So I wouldn't take it too far. Let us remain loyal, strong, aware, and steadfast so that we can get to the promised land. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. What's that? We go to Zubi from Sydney. Zubi, you're on the air. On family.
Thank you to allow me with the Biafra and Biafra as a whole. Every protocol observed. I asked Chukwu Abiyama to look at our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the Buruburu one in the world. They are jealous of him. They are envy of him, but no Igbo man can be like him in this world, in million years to come. I greet the US, our women, our men. I greet the Radio Biafra holders from A to Z. All of you are doing wonderful. I extend my greetings to online warriors, those that are fighting for Biafra in every truth and honesty. Look here, there is some bad ass online. Those people that are commenting a lot. Do you think they are one of you? I don't think so. They're not one of you. Think again. We are Biafrans. They can't use our brain. If you're truly Biafran, when you write something or when you think somebody's making comment, let me follow him and make comment. Think again, slow back, check back. Who is that person? Who am I following? Who am I talking with? Be careful. Not whatever you see online because they're saying Biafra is Biafra. They're not. online warriors pulled their punch and landed to the forehead of planets. Pulled their punch. You know how to knock someone, knock down. Uppercuts. When you hit it so hard. Stop naively. Those naively must stop. Think. Accommodate your own. Accommodate your own women. Accommodate your own men. We are one. We are unshakable. It is unshakable. No family, every family does have sometimes have a little bit of quarrel, and they end up coming together and love themselves. Outsiders, you can come in, but you go in shame. Believe that, you go in shame. You don't have chance, no space for you. You can run around, no way, you're not going nowhere. We don't have time for you. You are the envy because we are the special people. Biafrans, we are special. Don't let anyone make you do or give you money to do something against your own. If possible, don't take money, but if you take the money and silently. Don't even do anything because they give you money to vote for them, 2,000, 5,000 at the end of the day. What do you get from it? Nothing. You still remain where you are. Poverty is not our name. Biafrans are special people. I won't take much of your time, but I will say to you, DOAs are doing a wonderful job. Look at how long they've been. If they're not good, they won't be here. Nnamdi Kanu structure them, put them where they are. Without them, IPOP won't be where we are today. But with them, things are going in order. It's just because of some bad clouds. But they will dismiss, they will disappear. We will not find them no more. We still know who we are. We're going nowhere. We stick here until Biafra comes. And Biafra must emerge. We are going to be victorious. Go to our land and have life in abundance. Blessed land of Biafra. We are praying and we're praying for that God will remember us. Thank you very much, my honorable and the host, Kejbonoa, the golden man. Your voice is hitting so hard. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mazi. And God bless United States of Biafra. I think we come to the end of our list here. I couldn't hear from Arinze. I don't know whether he's going to pop up. And I couldn't hear. Okay, Uche is now on. Thank you very much. I've been smart enough to pick up. You're on the air.
Yeah, I've been. I just want to everyone who's here today, all of people back home. Would say two things that is very important to the struggle that we've embarked on. Number one, why is IPOB here? IPOB is here because we've come to the age of knowledge and we've realized that the life we live is not what it should be. We are marginalized and we are the voice standing to say this is not right. They say bury the truth. In 3 days, it will still come back. We are the truth. IPOB is the truth. You cannot stop the truth. You cannot bury the truth. People will still come every day to know that this is the truth. And that's who we are. Number two, IPOB is built on structures, exist structures. We have constituted authorities. We've got names and people in position, and they have delegated responsibilities that they carry out. you as a Biafran, as an IPOB member, you have a responsibility to respect these constituted authorities and to do what they say because they know what they are doing. We've come thus far because we kept to these rules. We've obeyed these commands and we've done everything to the letter as directed. If we stop now, then we will fail. But I know the crop of IPOB members that we have. We shall not fail because we shall continue to do as told. People back home, I just want to use this opportunity to tell you that your struggles, we that are out here in diaspora, we are not of the electricity. We are not here because of the good life. We are here because we want to make a home. We need a home to come back to. That's why we are fighting. So please stay focused. Remain resolute. Like our leader would say, remain resolute. How can you remain resolute? By knowing the truth, by equipping yourself with the knowledge, by knowing what is right, and also by doing what is right. I would charge you today to please search for the truth and live by the truth. That is how to be an IPOB member. That is how to be a Biafran. Our people say that Ezioku bo Ndo. IPOB lives by the truth. This is why our leader has millions of followers, because he lives by the truth. So if you want to be an IPOB member, if you are a fan of IPOB, if you are a Biafran by birth, for you to succeed, for each and every one of us to succeed in this struggle, we have to live by the truth. We have to start telling ourselves the truth. This is the problem that we have in the zoo today, because there is no truth. People has jettisoned truth. There is no honesty, there is no sincerity. People live false lives. In Biafra, in IPOB, we live by the truth. So if you're an aspiring member, an indigenous person of Biafra, I today charge you to live by the truth. Another thing I want us to remember is that our leader gave us a charge about those prayers that we are going through. One of my comrades said something about the prayers. It's a responsibility to each and every one of us to be in that prayer, to get involved in that prayer, to pray and call on Chukwu Kikabiama, to come. Because in the good books in the Bible it says, if my people that are called by my name shall rise up and call and cry unto me, I shall rise and deliver them from the hands of the enemy. We are doing the spiritual battle and we are doing the physical battle. We are doing the spiritual battle by calling the spirits of our ancestors who has gone before us to come and intervene in our case, or we shall be obliterated from the face of the earth. That is not what we want. And we are also doing the physical bit by every day putting into the struggle physically, putting into the struggle financially. Please join the crusade to save motherland. It's a clarion call to every one of us to rise up and do right, to rise up and speak the truth and live the truth. Our leader is in the dungeon today because he has spoken the truth and he is living the truth. If he's a man of questionable character, he won't be there today. He will be whining and dining. He will be spending billions and billions of dollars that has been offered to him. But he wants to live the truth. Live the truth. Eziokwu gbuola anyị ọzọ. Eziokwu gbuola anyị ọzọ. Ka Chukwu gọzie unu. Daalụnụ ndị be anyị. Daalụ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kachukwu Gozela, United States of Biafra. Now we come to the end of the list. As of from hand over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Kitanguda. I thank everyone that had us this evening. For us this evening, some of yours is morning or afternoon. We thank you, and we ask you to join us again next week, the same time. We must remember our leader in our prayer, knowing that he was extraordinary rendition. That is the word that we must be speaking every day. And we encourage our family worldwide. Any protest we're organizing, we should make sure that we spend all our time at the Kenya embassy because their hand is in need. They are the ones that extradite our leader, extraordinary rendition. We must hold them responsible. As our barrister said, technically our leader is still in Kenya. What they did is that they broke all the international laws. And we must not allow them to rest. We must make sure we keep them on their toes. Thank you, Mazi Kechukwu. I hand over back
Thank you very much.
to you.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Mazi Former, and of course the rest of our people from Australia and Oceania. We really appreciate what you've just done today. And I also, speak to all our Biafrans family all over the world to learn as well and to begin to organize themselves and now and then come up on air and speak. Because if there is any time that we need to speak, that time is now. Because we are being, our attentions are being diverted to things that does not really make sense, things that are not important when the real issue that we should be focusing on, which is, the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been reduced to the lowest term. And I believe from now onwards, we should pick up and face our priority. And when I talk about priority, I'm talking about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must focus on him because he is the most important aspect of our struggle, especially at this point in time that he is incarceration. We should show a united force. We should come together as Biafrans. We should, put all our differences aside, just like some of our brother has spoken this afternoon. I think unity is important at this point in time. Discipline is very, very important. Obedience to command and control is also important because we have a race that we have started and we need to finish that. All right. Thank you once again to our family from Australia. You guys have spoken eloquently well and we welcome that. It is still Radio Biafra Sadek. My name is Mazi Kechukwu Onoha. I'm kind of thrown off balance because as It's online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Called Free State is a province in South Africa. I am not in Johannesburg since Monday. I am here in Free State. And of course, I am coming to you live and direct from Free State, a place called Welcome, to be precise. Welcome means welcome. But this is a language called Afrikaans. Afrikaans is similar to Dutch language. And that is the language the white South Africans speak here in South Africa. So I'm in Free State. And this is where I'm reaching you. Of course, I tell assisting me as well, who has given us a platform here to broadcast from Free State. Yes, we must continue. Let me see if I can take a quick break. And when I return, I will probably try and see if I can take one or two calls before we call it a day. Because the actual reason why we came on air this morning or rather this afternoon is to ensure that our people from Australia, lend their own voice and their voice. Take a quick break and I will be back just after this. Please don't go away.
Boy, yeah man, the last position. I trust my car. IPOB, we are the freedom fighters. IPOB, white and white. IPOB, white and snow. Yes, Ubawala Salomo is pure. Okusha maybe last Salomo, Telugu. Them can they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Them just they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. IPOB, United States is over. It's over. Omochikoki Kabiama, United States is over. Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, United States is over. It's over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader, lead us with you the example. Can you shoot for our life? It's over. First in our raping our women. It's over. It's over. Either Biafra or less this life is over. That's what we say. Either freedom or less this life is over. It's over. Land of the rising sun. Rise up against our enemies. Oluwa Bomboy, Babado, we have been here too much. Ancient of the ancient, Elohim, we have been here too much. Because if you see that blood with that clip for our land, it's irritated to my heart. Baba got to see that children, but with that kilo, we'll be happy for the cheat. British government, you, when I see, when I keep quiet, America government, you, when I see, when I keep quiet, United Nations, no, when I see them, when I keep quiet, Okoko governors, for our land, when I keep quiet, Allah mind you, kill and brothers, keep it quiet, Papa. Yeti Allah, Masakala, keep it quiet, Papa. Follow me, husband, first report, woman, keep it quiet, Papa. Janja with the convict to Raya Wafa, keep it quiet, Papa. Oh, yeah, Maru, Jejikuna. That's what we say. IPOB, we are the freedom fighters. IPOB, we are the freedom fighters. IPOB, white and white. IPOB, white and snow. Yes, Ubawala Salomo is pure. Okusha maybe last Salomo, Telugu. And the fear time. Them can they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Them just they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. IPOB, United States is over. say it's over. Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, unite say it's over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader, lead us with you the example. Shooty for our land is over. First in our raping our women is over. Abomination! Either Biafra or less this life is over. That's why we say either freedom or less this life is over. Ike sinelu God of the rising sun, no, no, no. Ancient of the ancient Lord. British government, no, no, no. The world government, Lord. First in our raping our women, kill our people, United Nations, no, we say killing the leaders of tomorrow. British government, just the killers, no, Buhari government, just the killers, no, Nigeria government, Sassy the killers, so we dey protest, soldier the killers, so we dey fight for pussy for the protest, my God, and just the killers, every youth in our land, say it's over, we said it's over, kill shooty for our land, you can't kill us anymore. From the 1960s, them just they cheat us. See, for a long time, either freedom or less this life is over. Ipob, you are the freedom fighters. Ipob, you are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and then white. Ipob, white and then snow. Bawala Saloku is pure. Open Saloku, and just the massacre my way. And can they kill us because we're agitated for freedom? You know they carry gun and just they kill us because we're agitated for freedom. Nigeria government, Ipob, United is over. Yes. Omochipoki Kabiama, United is over. We are the fearless. Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, United is over. We are the fearless. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader, lead us with the example. Shooty for our land is over. So far, first in our raping our women is over.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio B. Afternoon before we sign off here. But of course, I can dedicate half an hour or so, or less than that,